Rayce's shoulders like a cloak, one I'm not strong enough to wear. Despite my nerves, a smile slides onto my lips. You know that's just something mothers tell their daughters to keep them from frowning too much, right? He shrugs, resting his chin on the top of my head. I let out a sigh, my breath a puff of steam, and snuggle closer to his warmth. It got you to smile, and that's all I was aiming for. His stubble tickles my skin. We don't have much time before we need to get into position, but I wanted to see you. Once the caravan arrives, things are going to get dangerous, quickly. Though I could listen to him speak all day, his words sink into my chest like sand piling on top of my body, and fear clouds the edges of my mind. I peek around his shoulder and toward the small squadron hand-picked by Rayce and Arlo, his second in command, for this delicate mission. A man to our right checks the barrel of his stunner, making sure it's filled with the green powdered mineral called zaranite that makes the weapons fire. It reacts to his body heat, making the tattoo on his arm glow bright green in the night air. Farther out, Arlo talks rapidly in hushed tones, with his hands moving like he's trying to conduct the air. And Marin, his sister, and the first person to help me believe in the rebellion, politely nods, her dark blonde curls bouncing. When she notices me staring, she sticks out her tongue. All around us, the other dozen guards talk quietly among themselves, but tension shows in their nervous fidgeting, the tightness in their eyes. They're out of their element, used to fighting in the forests, not the deserts. But so are the Delmarian sun soldiers we're waiting to ambush, I remind myself. And you're sure that the caravan came through the Blue Gate? I ask Rayce again, for what must be the 100th time. Positive, he repeats, not a trace of impatience in his voice. I saw it with my own eyes. He pulls away just slightly, so we are staring at each other. The warmth of his body lingers against my skin, but the chill in the air fights to replace it. I'm taking every precaution. If my uncle succeeds in a treaty with Varsha, it won't be long before he has the resources to find the rebellion, and that will mean the end for us. I don't trust my voice not to shake when I speak, so I nod instead. He cups my cheek, his calloused fingers rubbing rough against my face. I also know how hard you've worked to keep your own secrets, and I promise you, I'll do everything in my power not to let either of those men hurt you. I won't let anyone hurt you, if I can help it. He cracks a smile. Judging by how proficient you've become with a sword these past few months, I'm pretty sure you won't need much help from me, though. I let out a raspy breath. We're about to put all of those new skills to the test. If the ambush works like it should, there won't be much of a reason to fight. You remember your part in this? Yes. I need to recover and destroy the scroll before either side can read it. You have to, he corrects, his voice growing softer. He scoots closer until our faces are inches apart. We're taking a huge risk by only telling the others a half-truth. It keeps your secret safe, but it also means that no one can help you with your part. I've alerted Arlo, but I know. I touch the back of his hand. Trust me, I can do this. I'll find the Emperor's decree and destroy it. Please, just stay safe, he says, resting his forehead against mine. Everything else is important, but I'll work out what I need to as long as you stay. A spray of sand cascades from the ground between a pair of towering sand dunes. After setting up here, we buried a long rope 50 feet back and placed scouts in 10-foot intervals along it. As soon as the first one caught sight of the caravan, he yanked it up from the thin layer of sand covering it to alert us that our target was in range, without having to speak a word. An old Varshan trick I told the Zarini rebellion about before we left. Sand writing is the best way to send silent messages in the desert, where the wind flings voices flying further than they should reach. It's how our people have managed to defeat the Delmarians every single time they tried to march on our capital.